And now, the area's most accurate weather forecast with Storm Surge 7 meteorologist Shelly Seitz.
Good afternoon, everyone. Here in the Storm Surge 7 Forecast Center, it's been a relatively easy day. Not a whole lot going on out there. Not a whole lot of wind. Plenty of warm temperatures and sunny skies all across the high plains. It's been a very nice day so far, and I'm happy to report there's going to be several more of those on the way. Let's take a look at our school net sites across the central and north side of town. Officially, our high was 77 degrees, and that's exactly what we saw here at the Pyramid of Power in downtown Amarillo. At Palo Duro High School, 78, your current temperature, and so far the high for the day there. 79 at Lifestar, currently their high for the day. 75, the high temperature and current temperature there in Bushland as well. Further down to the south side of the city, at South Georgia, it's 77 there. 76 at the Comanche Trail Golf Complex, which I'm sure is just bustling today. 77 at Midway Alternative, WT sits at 78 degrees, while across the northwestern portions of the region in Hartley, it's 74 there. 75 in Stratford and Yarborough. Sunray also sitting there at 75 after seeing a high of 76. Overnight low temperatures, notice those as well, in the upper 30s to mid 40s across the area. So stayed well above freezing last night, and we do expect more of the same tonight. Current temperature in Perryton sits at 76. It's 80 in Canadian right now, 82 in Wheeler. Check out the southeastern parts of the High Plains where it is 83 in Childress, and their high was 84. It's 85 in Paducah Valley, 81 degrees with a high of 82, while across the west and southwest, much of the same here with a current temperature of 78 at Frost Ranch west of Happy. Hart 77. 74 in Lasbuddy, and our school net side out at Shamrock High School. St. Patrick's Day right around the corner. Currently 81 degrees there with a high of 82 this afternoon, and the winds currently light out of the west and southwest. Let's go ahead and move on to those weather headlines. They're not very exciting, but they are warm, and what a warm up we're having. Temperatures are supposed to be in the lower 60s, and what we're going to see over the next 7 days are mid 70s to mid 80s. So that's expected through the rest of this week. But we're also going to see stronger winds make a comeback across the high plains. Tomorrow, breezy. The next day, breezy. After that, well, we'll start to see those windy conditions make a comeback with a 20 to 30 mile per hour sustained winds. But the dry line, a very spring-like feature, is going to set up across the central to eastern parts of the Panhandles, and that may bring us our next best chance for an isolated shower or a thunderstorm in the late afternoon over the next several days. We'll talk more about that in a moment, too. Moving on to that satellite radar composite, storm system number 1 headed up through the Great Lakes, but notice this big old ridge of high pressure. That's that area where there's not a whole lot going on. A few clouds here and there, but in general, pretty quiet across the western part of the nation. 60 in Cheyenne, Wyoming, 80 in Phoenix, 78 in our state's capital. Closer to home, like I said, a few high clouds here and there. In general, it's been a warm day all across the Lone Star State and the land of enchantment. Surface trough of low pressure set up off to our west keeps our winds generally out of the west and southwest. As it tightens just a bit, you start to see those winds begin to ramp up. They'll be breezy throughout the day tomorrow, leading to warm high temperatures with plenty of sunshine and a high of 78. Notice that dry line already set up across the eastern parts of the high plains. Later on this week, that may be a focal point upon which we see an isolated shower or thunderstorm develop, but not tonight and not tomorrow either. We're looking forward to lows in the 40s tonight with mostly clear to occasionally partly cloudy skies. Expect 44 to 45 here in Amarillo and Canyon with a nice warm high temperature rising well into the 70s, if not lower 80s, across the region again tomorrow. 84 is our expected high in Childress to 80 in Tulia. Over the next couple of days, it looks like Amarillo too may see those highs in the 80s. But like I said, those winds will begin to ramp it up. St. Patrick's Day, warm and windy, and any day from Thursday through the weekend, there is a slight chance we could see an isolated shower or thunderstorm develop along that dry line. Probably not going to impact Amarillo directly, but isolated areas of rain with all that warm weather, it's like spring.
It is. A couple weeks early, but it feels like spring out there.
Kind of nice. That groundhog doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, he doesn't.
I think you're right. Thank you, Shelly.